Wilson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Kick interference. Kick interference.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. The give to the back. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Van Buren. Got the back over the middle. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Defense in press coverage. It's complete on the right side. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Leaves it with the back. sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They send the tight end in motion. And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Huffman. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Got it in the middle. It's Gaines. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 4 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To throw, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. Good, solid tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're dealing with a second and long. The sure hands, it's Pierre. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. To the air. It's Van Buren. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, NC State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try to pop the draw. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
Number 90 is on to punt it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Pierre. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
That's caught. It's Pierre. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Finds the tight end. Wolfpack will get the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pierre. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clemson will send the punt team out. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Grab near the sticks. It's Boston. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hoffman. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. With the catch, it's Singleton. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
He's got him. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he made the extra point without problem. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Huffman. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I will tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They'll run play action. This time he's got it.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the move, it's Gaines. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for... Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Got his man. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
On target over the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Dumps it off in the flats. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point. They're now down 31-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big, fat no. They're trailing by 25 to Nevada. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the catch on third down in the rarest of drops for this guy. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Boston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, and make him feel uncomfortable.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clemson is quick to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And nice job being gap salved by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, they're after him. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Now on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say?
There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback making checks. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached gets the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year. Coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. The short hands, it's Singleton. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Myers. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this